when Heath and I were talking a second ago, he was mentioning all the different racing series that Alpinestars is in, and I can't even, I probably wouldn't remember 10% of them. Heath, can you go over just a few of the different series and sanctioning bodies that you're involved with? That might
Yeah,
consume the whole
what's up,
15
Alex?
minutes, by the way.
No, no, how are you? I want to thank Chris from Maxis and Josh from Thor. That was awesome. Hopefully, I'll see those guys at a race sometime soon. But from Alpine Stars, this is a sponsorship. You're looking to get sponsored, and based on everything I've seen, this is very heavily motocross focused. And with Alpine Stars, of course, F1, NASCAR, MotoGP, MXGP. I mean, you name every form of motorsports. We're in the space pretty deep. But, when I was thinking about the responses, what people were saying here, with the exception of, F1, which is a little different, that a lot of that has to do with teams. But even on the bigger side, like you go to Star, like your Thor, your Alpine Stars helmets, your Alpine Stars boots, like there's programs that come with that. And with each of these programs, a lot of these things that everybody is talking about, it's the same. The foundation is the same. It's right. It's an athlete. You're an athlete coming into a brand, bringing your expertise, bringing your knowledge, bringing your skill, and bringing wins, bringing attention to a brand or a product, or like everybody's been saying, their own personal brand. Like, what do you bring? Are you? I mean, really think about it. The foundation of a sponsorship, what is it? To sell more stuff, right? That's what Maxis wants to do. Sell more tires. Same thing with Thor, same thing with everyone, right? Every person that's out there representing that brand, we want that to help influence a sale. With Alpine Stars, very fortunate to have the fastest athletes in motocross in the US for quite a number of years. And MXGP, of course, a lot of fast athletes there. F1, MotoGP championships. I mean, everything ties into the fastest athletes. And all of these values that everybody is talking about, I mean, it spans across the globe of what Alpine Stars represents.
And so your brand ambassadors, the athletes that represent your brand, I just heard they're champions because they're winning. They're doing a good job because they're helping you sell product. Does a lot of the product sales, is that direct, or could it also be building equity for the brand because of the image? Because revenue is both quantity times the price something is sold, and you can raise prices and sell more. But or you could even raise quantities and sell more. If you can't raise quantities, you can always raise prices, and that comes with image and branding. How much of
Mm-hmm.
it is that versus actual sales? And can you quantify the sales?
I mean, it's so difficult to quantify sales of supporting an athlete. I mean, but you think about the attention that you're getting from certain athletes, and let's say your athletes are on the podium every single race and they're winning every single race, and there's a lot of attention that goes into that. And when you think of the word, everybody says influencer, right? And what is the ultimate influencer? It's I want to be like him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's me. Like I want to be that guy. I mean, look at Roger DeCoster, right? Very first Alpine Stars athlete, very first Alpine Stars champion, very first Alpine Stars development rider. Like people wanted to be like Roger because Roger was the man in motocross in the 60s and progressed on into that. And so you look at Jet Lawrence, you look at Hunter Lawrence, you look at Chase Sexton, you look at Eli Tomac, you look at Jason Anderson, Jason Cooper, Justin Cooper. These are just a handful of our athletes, and like there's kids that you go to these races and they're like Jet, Hunter, Eli.
Yeah.
So you hope that those kids, like when they go buy their gear and they're gearing up, they got the Alpine Stars helmet on, they got the gear, they got the boots, they got the gloves, because that's who their favorite rider is.